The following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-minute warning.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ruben in the house tonight. Of course, I'm not by myself. Hey, it's a full house tonight. We got AG on the ones and twos.
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
And we got Mo B back from the land of unexplained places.
Unexplained places. Yeah, I'm here. What's up, y'all?
Hey, man, I always got to come up with something
What
different.
happened to the location?
Parts unknown.
There you
Parts
go.
unknown.
What happened to that?
I want something a little different today. A little saucy.
That's saucy?
No, that's why I couldn't come with anything saucy. I came up with that.
Okay.
But how y'all doing today, man? How's things going? How was your week?
Pretty good, man.
Good. What about you?
I got a story to tell you.
Oh,
I got
shit.
one of my stories.
Oh, hell.
Yo, man, y'all know I love my wife.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Y'all know she like the finest chick in the game. Okay, y'all know these things. This is what I think of my wife. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks.
True.
So apparently, I was having a dream and I was beating it up for real. I was going at it.
I mean, like beating it up.
I was beating it up, bro.
Okay.
I mean, I was all up deep in the married booty. I was killing it. I was killing it, man. So I'm having this dream, right? And I was dry humping my wife, bro. And I didn't even know because I couldn't
Like in real life?
Yes, I couldn't differentiate between the dream.
So hold on for a second.
Well, let me get to the story first. So I couldn't
That ain't the
differentiate.
story? Holy
No,
shit.
I mean, I gotta tell you the story. Be quiet. So I couldn't differentiate between beating it up in the dream and the dry humping in real life until I was in it so deep that I woke myself up. It was hilarious.
You woke yourself up on top of your wife, dry humping her.
No, I mean, we were spooning to start with, so I was just killing it, man.
Was she? I assume she was awake.
No, she was knocked out.
So hold on.
And then, like a couple days later, I said, "Look, you haven't said anything about it, but I apologize for like trying to sexually assault you when you were asleep." And she's like, "Boo, I was sleeping so good, I didn't feel none of that." I was like, "You didn't? Okay, well."
Hold on, player. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Me neither. I don't know if that's a good thing or not that she didn't notice, man. She didn't even wake up.
She didn't wake up, bro.
Man, but I thought that was the funniest thing ever. I woke myself up, man.
See, first of all, like you might have thought that was the funniest thing. I guess at that point in time, from what I hear, when men are married, they don't really have egos anymore. But that would have destroyed all ego I had. If I was dry humping my significant other, I woke up dry humping my significant, her ass was still asleep. Bruh.
Man, I'm telling you, man. I was a Peter Gabriel song. I was just sledgehammering.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just saying.
Clearly, you was hitting it with the little hammer. Because she wake up.
Man, look, she had all her clothes on and everything. She knows, man, oh my god.
In the bed?
Yes. I mean, pajamas, what? I presume you sleep naked? I mean.
Usually.
Well,
but I also sleep by myself. So, just one of those things.
Well, everybody doesn't sleep naked. I'm just saying. But anyway, I thought it was a really funny story, man. I couldn't wait to tell y'all that. I was like,
wow. I mean, I don't know, man. Like that's some business to put out on blast like that, man. Like,
that's what it is.
Shout out to Boo Love, man. I mean,
she always told me she can sleep through a hurricane. Apparently, she can sleep through me too.
Bro. I don't know if that's a positive. I'm just
Whatever it
Obi,
is.
say something, man. Say something, Obi.
Got
No,
nothing, man. I got nothing. I got nothing to add. So
and you know the sad part is she stuck with me for the rest of her days. But
I mean,
I'm just saying that's a her problem.
I
Apparently, I
guess.
don't have a problem.
Jesus. You ever had that happen to you, Moby? Have you?
not that I can remember. I don't be having vivid dreams like that. So
You don't just
yeah,
be waking up on top of your wife, thinking you doing something.
not at all, man. I don't have dreams like that.
Is it worth asking the question whether you sleep naked or not?
I mean, before I had terrorists in my house, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, before I had terrorists in my house, I slept naked.
What do the terrorists be coming in your room?
I mean,
You don't ever
sometimes.
know.
Well,
You don't
yeah, when they were younger, you just never know, man. And like,
Lock doors and shit.
nah, man. I don't look. First
What?
of all, I don't care. Like to be honest, it don't affect me at all. But
Well, I mean,
other people seem to care. So
so you sleep with clothes on.
I mean, some.
Okay. All right.
the same, man. Isn't that a good way to start the show?
I mean, to each his own, bro.
Terrorist and dry humping. Just
I
how you
mean,
treat it.
like I said, man, back in the day when I was not as pressed to shock little girls. I mean, I didn't care. I'd naked. Yeah, I'd be naked.
I'm just saying they're older now and they still be coming up in the room.
No, but look, you just never know when there's an emergency and you gotta get out quick.
You don't got a pair of shorts beside the bed or some shit?
Bro, I usually just sleep in shorts. So that's all. And why does it bother you so much that somebody might have on clothes?
I'm just asking.
You just seem like genuinely upset at the fact that us people with other people in the house, can't just free ball it around the crib. Like I get it, you out here living a dream. You out here free balling all the time. You know what I'm saying? You probably in the kitchen cooking naked and shit, like in Baby Boy or some
That's
shit.
what I was gonna say, baby. Out here being Raymond it.
Some of us can't live like that no more, man.
I mean,
like,
Hey Ruben, when you grill, do you grill naked and just have the apron on, bro, with your booty out? You do,
Not
you do it
outside.
like that? You get down like that?
In the house when I grill, yeah.
That is ridiculous, bro.
No, it's
Aren't
not.
you afraid, man?
Hey, look, I
Afraid of
ain't gonna
what?
lie. When I know ain't nobody gonna be at the crib, yeah, I be around the crib naked too. I don't
Cause
care.
I'm free balling.
Free balling.
Yo, cause my windows and shit are closed, man. I don't give two shits. There are days where I don't leave the house and it's all day.
I hear you.
I mean, look, man, I get it. You live in a dream, but don't judge us folks that have to put on clothes, man. Like,
I appreciate all this because this is the entire intro. I promise you it is.
I mean, what? No, this show ain't over yet.
I understand, but this is definitely top 5. I promise.
With that being said, I think this goes into a different question. So like, are you more of a closed person, or are you more of a less closed person when you're at home? Like, for instance, like during the winter, it's cold as shit outside, but my house is like 70 something. I mean, even if I had people in it, I'd be in shorts. I don't believe in long pants in my own damn house.
Well, usually it's like it's at a happy medium because it's like I can wear shorts or sweatpants like all year. If it's summertime, I got a job, so I'm gonna put the AC where I want the AC. I don't have to answer to my parents anymore. It's like, I wish my dad would call me and talk about, boy, what's wrong with you? I'd be like, I got a job. You don't pay no rent here. So I keep it pretty cold. I mean, and my wife would attest to that because she's running
pretty
around
cold?
like down. Well, sometimes depending on how hot it is, sometimes it can be right at 70. If it's really hot outside, I'm like 69. I don't care.
What about you, Moby?
I mean, I don't control the temperature in my house, but like I don't wear a lot of clothes at the crib. Like I'm in basketball shorts and some shirt. That's pretty much what I wear in the house. That's
so the other person who pays bills controls the temperature of your house.
yeah. I mean, look, I can get cool no matter what, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as I got a fan I got a whole bunch of little AC units. You know what I'm saying? I can be cool, but you know what I'm saying? If I gotta be sweating a little bit just for her to be comfortable, I'm cool with that.
So what's
Cause
the
look, nobody cares about me being comfortable in the house.
what's the temperature in your house usually
I
throughout the
mean,
year?
it's 74, 75, somewhere around there,
Okay.
no matter what.
He's sweating. He's sweating.
I don't
But,
sweat.
but then she complains that I sweat in the bed at night.
Doesn't matter.
Is that why
But
she cuts the
but
fan on?
but she turns the fan on after I'm sweating.
Yes.
Because she wants you to catch pneumonia.
Because Ruben, what you're missing here is look, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Don't get married, man. Just don't. And she said it's on 73 right now. W Brown 81.
Hey, look, but I wouldn't know. I don't. I don't think I have touched our thermostat in 2 years.
Are you serious?
And if I have, it was at her request. She was like, "Hey, can you turn it up or can you turn it down?" Like I have never, like I had to seriously just sit and think about where it was in the house for me to go change it. Like I don't touch
He's
it.
not lying. W Brown 81. Facts.
I don't touch it.
Wow.
No, Ruben, for real, man. Don't get married, bro. Don't do it. I was talking to my wife
Damn,
about
that's
that
cold.
today. I was talking to my wife about that today. Don't, because it ain't about you.
That you tell me not to get married?
No,
Oh,
we
you're
were
talking about?
talking about it in general. I'm just relaying it to you, but I'm just like, don't, because it's not about you, man.
I mean, I kind of want to feel the pain that my friends and family are
It's
feeling.
not
You don't
about
want to. You don't
pain,
feel
man.
that.
It's
You don't
not
wanna feel
about pain. I don't feel pain, man.
Pain is love, though.
No, it's not,
that. No, it's
man.
not, bro.
That's what
Love
Mary J says.
Love
Mary
is
J's a woman.
yeah. And,
Making a
and
mountain out of a freaking molehill is what she's doing.
and she's a liar. She's a liar.
Exactly.
She said no more drama like 20 years ago.
Exactly. And she's had more drama since then. She had much more drama since the song came out than she did before the song came out.
No more drama.
I'm just like, yo, love is not pain. When you're a guy, love is about acceptance. That's what love is. It's about acceptance. It's about knowing that you will never be accepted and you have to accept everything.
Exactly. And you will make terrible decisions based off of your wife's emotions. Terrible decisions.
Or
Don't-
terrible concessions. Not necessarily
Either way.
decisions. They're concessions.
Well,
a lot of times.
a decision is a concession.
Can I get an example?
Well, there's many examples.
Like
I mean,
life.
we can start. You said
Like
life.
you said, like life.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Because what
life.
I was going to say was, depending on what you believe in, this all started in the Garden of Eden, bro.
Oh Jesus!
It did.
I didn't say
Because
nothing.
I'm just saying, because Eve ate the apple, everything was dandy. Then she talked Adam into making a poor decision, and then that's when everything changed. I promise you.
Bro, lie to you not. I'm
don't
out
get
last night with a coworker, and this black guy looked like he was on some shit. And then he was talking to my coworker about, he was talking and shit. He was just talking that shit. And then he was like, "We ain't tell you to eat the apple." I was like, "Oh hell no!" And he looks at me for verification, and I was like, "Bro, you on your own, man. I ain't getting this conversation." Because it was my coworker who's female, and then I guess his woman or whatever. Man, I won't about to step my foot up in all of that bullshit. I was like, "Nah, bro, that's on you, bro. I can't." I just turned my head and I just looked somewhere else because I was like, "I'm not about to get into. I'm just not." Because I felt it coming, and I was just like, nope.
Well, I tell you what, Ruben. All I'm saying to you is, all we're saying to you is, we know you. I know you a little bit better than I ever have. Moby has known you for a long time. I suggest to you, sir, if you can stand being by yourself without self-destructing,
Fuck that.
be by yourself.
Nah, hell no. I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I mean, I can only take so much.
Okay, you were warned.
I mean, look, man. If my friends and family gotta be in punishment, I want to share that with them.
I've never stated anything about being on punishment. It's a lifestyle, man. It's just a life.
Maybe the lifestyle's not for me, but at least I want to be able to experience it, to know if it is or is not.
You were warned, sir.
I understand that.
That's all
They,
I'll say.
they create things called prenups, and hey,
Well, this has little to do with the prenup stuff. This is just day-to-day things.
well, no, but I'm saying like if I'm trying to get out, hey, I'm out. This is what you get, which is nothing. I take what I came with. You get
I'm,
what you
I'm
had.
gonna let you know,
I'm
man.
out.
That prenup game ain't as tight as you think it is, man.
You know what? I
It, ju- it,
understand
ju-
that.
it just ain't.
That's why you know I'm
It's
gonna
a
have,
good starting point.
I'm
It
gonna have
is
to
a
stay
good
poor.
starting point.
I just gotta stay poor. I gotta stay poor.
You
Because if
got
I stay poor, I ain't got shit to take.
Bro, it's not about money. It's about your soul.
What?
Okay, I'll say it. You've been warned.
It's not about money. It's about your soul, man.
Man, look,
You know, it's funny. Beyonce got that song "You Won't Take My Soul," and I'm just like, it had to be a guy that wrote that.
I don't
No,
know what
chances
song you're
are
talking
as a
about.
woman because their souls are more important than ours.
You're right, but I hear the hook and I'm just like, you sure you're not a dude going through divorce?
I've never heard that song,
I'm
so
telling you, a woman's problems are always bigger than yours, sir.
Well, that's
well, that goes without saying.
yeah.
Well, that's why I said it doesn't have to be a dude who wrote the song.
I mean, hey man,
I mean, let's go back to Mary J. What we just said about her.
it could be Rockwaller because he makes songs for women.
I understood.
Saying, but like I said, that Mary J thing does go into our question of the day. Wow, Ruben.
Wow. Ruben gonna be sucked clean in every way once he get married.
Long as it feel good.
I'm about to say the way you made that statement.
That
Saying
sounded like positive.
No, because see, here's the thing.
that sounds like it could go a lot of different ways.
Here's the thing, Ruben. That's the sucking you're not gonna get, sir.
I mean,
Just saying.
then I probably
Hold on, AG.
say,
Don't do that to Ruben. That's not true. That's
Why?
I'm just saying because that's not true. There's special occasions.
No, the
Birthdays,
time where she wants something and the time where she
anniversary.
needs something.
Yes, there's special occasions.
Okay,
Or the times where she ain't got no other gift to give you, because
because she ain't trying.
obviously that's a gift.
Hey man,
Yeah. Okay.
but
Like I said,
I'm going with Babyface on this one.
First of all, never follow Babyface.
ever.
Never
And
follow
even
Babyface.
his woman left him, so you've been warned, sir.
Do-
His
do-
woman is with Deion
do you
Sanders
know-
right now.
Do you know how ironic that
No,
is?
she's not. He ain't with nobody.
Oh, so she left?
I don't think they're together no more.
Okay.
Cause I thought
I'm
they
just-
were married.
I'm just saying, do you know how ironic that is that Babyface made a whole bunch of music to keep guys in relationships?
He can't keep his own.
There you go.
I should say he can't keep his own, Ruben, because I'm not blaming him. I don't know the ins and outs of his relationship. It's just, God damn, man, you spent a lifetime and a career of helping dudes get back in,
And you can't get.
and you
in.
can't.
And you out back.
That's a tragic irony right there, man.
Because if you can't get back in with Babyface, you ain't get back in.
Here's the thing, man. I think that statement, if you can't get back in with Babyface, ended about 20 years ago, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because it's just a
Probably longer
generational
than
thing
that.
right now.
Probably like 25 years ago.
Because
Sure.
I don't think in this modern generation being nice and apologizing is the way to get back in.
Nah, man, you got to get back in with the baby or little baby or some other dude that nobody knows who talk like this. I mean, because God knows they can decipher that dude. Nah, I
Or you
cannot.
just got to be a piece of shit, because it seems like piece of shit niggas ain't got no problem finding a chick. I'm just
piece of shit.
But they,
I'm just saying, if you let all the music that women say, because apparently all the females get with dudes that ain't shit. All the women you hear about on the street talk about all these niggas ain't shit, and I'm just like, so either we all ain't shit, which can't statistically be true, or they all going after the same ain't shit niggas.
the second one.
I'm just saying, because like people who look and act and talk like Russell Wilson get clowned, yet Future got 366 baby mamas. I mean,
that's been going on since forever.
I mean, there's no
that's just
lies
how it is.
detected.
But see, they do live with an advantage that we don't live with, which is nothing.
Not giving a fuck.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
they have nothing to lose.
bro, I tell you, that is like,
I wish
that
I
is
could not give a
that
fuck.
is actually a skill.
Yeah,
to
I
not
wish I could not
give
give
a fuck.
Can
I
you
wish I could
develop
not
that,
give-
or do you just have to have
fuck
it
if
in you?
I
to
know,
start with?
man.
I'm gonna say it's a combination. Some people just innately got it in them.
They're
You know,
narcissists and they're sociopaths.
yeah. You got your child prodigy. Some people who just, from day one, they just didn't give a fuck. And then you got some people that grew into the role.
Yeah, like those babies who you tell them to do something, they look at you like you in the wrong spot, and they still go do it anyway. Yeah, that kid don't give a fuck.
Nah, that kid probably had terrible parents. That's learned behavior.
Until they get
We're
that ass.
talking about the type of kid that can break his brother's leg and not be sad about it.
That's called a sociopath.
That's what I just said. Sociopaths and narcissists.
As I said, so some people just got that shit in them, and some people that grows, and some people, like, I think everybody has a fuck it line, and I think eventually you just accumulate enough stuff where you just pass the threshold to fuck it.
Yeah.
God, I wish I could get to my line.
You see, the only way you can get to your line is through experience, man.
I know. That's the
through
problem.
experience.
Your heart hasn't been mangled enough.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No. Damn it. Ah, well.
And I'm just too lazy. I'm too lazy to get to that fuck it point, man. Like,
because you could have been there.
I don't know, man. I don't think I had a lot of like real bad. Like, I didn't have a whole bunch of terrible toxic relationships. I didn't have a whole bunch of like women just do me dirty. Like, no, so I really ain't got no reason to ever get there.
Yeah.
Other than just being a nice black kid in Portsmouth trying to talk to women respectfully. I mean, you got shitted on a lot in the 90s for that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
yeah.
I didn't learn how to be harder. I just learned not to talk to him. I just did. I mean, if you came at me a certain way, I already knew what I wasn't going to say to you. So
I just go down another road. I just turn around. I ain't got time for that shit.
I just adapted.
I didn't.
KBIACO 25 says you need to go on Christian Mingle, but I dare say KBIACO 25, Christian women can be hardcore, and they got many Bible verses to make you small too. So be careful everywhere you go, sir. There's no safe place.
I mean,
there is no safe place.
Christians means where
safe women are dangerous.
Submit wedding vows, ladies be.
Because they know all the parts in the Bible that you need to know. They don't know the parts they need to know. Just saying. And they're not going to tell you that there's a part where they need to know.
Yeah, because if you don't know that, you can't.
Just saying.
You can't get on them. But this leads to the question of the day, which I'm very excited to hear some answers to.
Why you're very excited about this?
Excited.
All right.
So I'm sorry, not question of the day. We're gonna get there in a second. Now, my 5. So this week we're gonna talk about 5 overrated music artists. People who you think are just like, well, people shut the fuck up about them. They're not that goddamn good. That's kind of how I feel.
It's so subjective. It's so subjective.
I will start off with one, and then we'll go around. Yo, man, can we just say together, fuck Keith Sweat?
Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat's overrated as fuck.
I mean, how is he overrated? Because I don't know how highly rated he is.
Yeah, I think he was.
Yeah,
I think Keith Sweat, bro.
Yeah, but I think Keith Sweat is pretty properly rated. I mean, his music did, whether it was Teddy Riley or him, because it was Teddy Riley. I mean, he had the New Jack Swing. I mean, but he wasn't relevant for that long, and
he was relevant for too long.
And I think most people are like, hey, yeah, Keith Sweat was the wine and R&B dude. But I mean, that's just what he is.
His bad game was good.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's like, man, Keith Sweat is one of the greatest R&B vocalists of our time. I've never heard anyone say anything that happened. I feel like Keith Sweat is pretty properly rated. I feel like you just wanted to shit on Keith Sweat.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but I'm glad you beat it. This sounds like hating as opposed to...
I think you just wanted to dunk on Keith Sweat one time.
I mean, fuck Keith Sweat.
Wow. See, now you're hating, bro.
No, man, I just... Like, a lot of people, at least where I'm from, people thought Keith Sweat was that dude, man. I'm just like,
well, at the time, the early mid-90s, he was that dude.
I'm saying fucking weak.
His music was kind of trendsetting. Like I said, he was one of the bigger artists of the New Jack Swing. Like, if you don't have Keith Sweat, you don't get the Bobby Brown sound that happened afterwards, which, whether or not people want to admit it or not, that was pivotal in R&B.
Oh, yeah, it was. But, yeah, fuck Keith Sweat.
You just wanted to dunk on Keith Sweat. Right? That man ain't doing shit but hosting the radio show right now. And you just trying to dunk on him.
I'm just amazed. I never
Uh-huh.
thought I'd hear that name again, but okay.
Like he overrated. How is somebody who ain't even really rated overrated? Like
Fuck him. He's rated too much.
that's just hate. That's not even he overrated. That's just fuck Keith Sweat.
What? What? Blackbird Adams?
Keith Sweat
Please.
mad Ruben Moist and he liked it. Oh wow.
Those are fighting words.
Did you like that he was moist, man?
Well, fuck him. AG,
Yes, sir.
move on to you.
You want all
5?
five or just one?
Yeah, you can go all 5.
All right. The
I
first
kind
one.
of like this going one at a time thing.
Okay, let's go one at a time. All right, AG, just give us one.
Well, my one is Kiss, top of the list.
Ooh.
But see, I got to define what I thought of the question when I read it. My overrated definition is how good you are as a musician based and with juxtaposed to how much you sold.
That's
or
about
what
fair.
you're or
Same
what
type,
people-
same thing. Yeah.
Okay, but you didn't define it because I'm doing the Keith Sweat thing was totally out of
Okay.
I'm like, bro, that's just you just
That dude
mapped
should have
to-
sold 2 copies.
No, he had never mind. But anyway, because for me, and I grew up around a lot of kids that liked Kiss when I was younger, and I was like, I didn't really understand it until I actually sat down and I listened. And I would say 9 out of 10 songs I couldn't stand. And I didn't understand why people love this band.
It was a face paint. That's all it was.
I mean, whatever. I'm just letting you know that's my definition of overrated.
yeah.
Because now don't get me wrong. When they do hit me in the face, they knock me out. But it happens very rarely. So that's why I was kind of like, based on what they've done, they've had like a 50-year career. And they've done quite well financially. But based on the music that was produced, I'm like, yeah, for me, a little overrated. So that was my number one.
Okay. Moby.
Kid Rock.
Okay.
That's fair.
I mean, like the fact that he still is known musically, because I'm like, I can say Kid Rock, and I challenge that most people can't name 3 Kid Rock songs.
I can't. Except for the one with Sheryl Crow, I can't.
Like I said,
Which is probably one of the better ones he's done. Because
once again, you don't have to. I mean, everybody can get a hit, but I mean, like the fact that Kid Rock has people know who Kid Rock is, and I'm just like, you can't name 3 songs he did though.
Yeah. The only thing I remember is the Sheryl Crow thing, and when he shot up all the Bud Light. That's all I know. So
the fact
but
that he's
he's done
still
quite
relevant
well.
is annoying. Yes.
Bro, are you putting a fly swatter on yourself right now?
Man, it's rough around these streets, man.
Apparently it is. Okay.
It's rough around these streets.
Your turn, sir.
My turn.
Yes.
I'm just gonna put a whole genre at it because
Oh, wow.
I know.
Bro, how you gonna change the rules
artist,
to your
man.
question, man? Like,
Artist, man. You didn't say a whole genre.
I mean, but they all the same damn thing because they're all basically one-hit wonders, man.
What are you talking about?
All them shitty hair bands in the 80s, bro.
What?
Like
Ooh.
Warrant, motherfucking
Oh.
Nelson, and motherfucking like
Oh.
all them, man, they all.
Ooh.
hold on,
Come
Ruben.
Chess.
Hold on, Ruben.
My
Be,
chest.
tread carefully, man, because some of them one-hit wonders in the 80s made some great power love ballads,
I was
and
gonna
that's
say.
and that's
Everybody's got one until they don't.
once again, one-hit wonders ain't overrated. One-hit wonders are called one-hit wonders. That's what they are. That makes you properly rated, not overrated.
White Snake, good. Thank you, KVX. Oh my God,
How
I
is
just-
White Snake overrated?
they're all the same goddamn band.
They're not.
Literally, that's the worst. I'm sorry, that's right. Nelson had the 2 twin boys with the long hair. Come on, man. Like all that whole time was like the worst. In my opinion, it's my opinion. It's the worst. And I couldn't narrow it down to one. That I
First
thought
of
was
all,
overrated.
man,
I thought
y'all
all
can-
the bitches were overrated.
Y'all gotta leave White Snake alone, man.
Why?
Come on, man.
Tell me why.
Is This Love is one of the bigger
Bro,
rock
thank you.
And actually, they had a better one on the next record that was a little less known, but I promise you, Is This Love is one of the greatest rock ballads in that whole decade. So just
I
saying.
mean, shit, the fact that I know other songs by them is kind of weird, but
It's not weird. They're a great band.
I mean, Give Me All Your Love, like they had some. Come on, man, they had a couple.
Actually, there's a song, one of their bigger hits, had a real funky breakdown in it. And
So
I'm surprised it hadn't been sampled.
I'm
but
still
whatever.
confused at what your definition of overrated is. If you're gonna say they only had one good song or maybe two good songs, then that sounds like they're properly rated.
That's an entirely different question.
I'm saying so. I'm saying that.
But you're saying I think that song is bad too, and you mean you disagree with the majority of the world, which is okay because I got some people I feel like that about too. Like I don't understand why I'm the minority on it, but I'm okay with being the minority on it.
Yeah, I'm very okay with being a minority on it. But I'm just saying, like, let's be real, man. Except for a couple chords here and there. I mean, it's just like when they were back in the '90s when they were making boy bands out of fucking like pancake mix.
But some
mean,
of
it's
those
the
boy bands
same-
were actually pretty good.
And most weren't.
Okay, most weren't, but see,
But
you're
I'm
taking
just-
the
I'm
questions
just-
where it's somewhere where
all
it
I'm
shouldn't
all
go.
I'm saying is it just was not a good time for
We're
me.
gonna have to define what these questions mean because Ruben takes liberties with his own questions.
I do.
O-
And I
overrated.
can.
Yeah, you can. It's your show. You can, but I'm not going to stop complaining about this foolishness.
That's fine.
Because it's like you put a question on there, and I answer the question based on what I think it is or something close.
And I'm not saying you're wrong.
I understand that, but you're not wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Okay.
You can't say they were one-hit wonders and then be in the confines of the question. That's not the question.
Yeah, because if you're saying that they're a one-hit wonder, and we all agree that they're a one-hit wonder, they're not overrated, they're properly rated.
Okay.
Right? Because a one-hit wonder can't have a catalog of material. They just got one song and that's it. Like Tiffany is a one-hit wonder.
But she's got a catalog. She does, unfortunately. And I say unfortunate very nicely.
Okay.
She
It's your
does.
turn, Moby.
I'm just saying.
Okay, I believe you.
I thought it was you. It's on you now.
No,
It's
it's me.
yeah, y'all still bitching at me,
Yeah,
but it's
it's
AG
you.
now.
Okay. Next one is Drake. I have
Yes.
tried.
That was my number 4.
I feel like
Gorgeous.
and Drake's on all of ours.
Okay,
He's
well,
living on all of ours.
my first, because I remember I was my girlfriend at the time. We were traveling, and we were traveling for a while, and so you start to hear this as you go past thresholds for radio stations from state to state. You start hearing the same songs over and over again, and so this one song would come on and be like, "We made it to the top, now we're here," and I'm like, "That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life." But I didn't pay any mind the first couple of times I heard it. But then I figured out this is Top 40 radio, and I keep hearing it everywhere I go. And I'm like,
wow.
okay, this is awful. But I didn't know who it was because it was always another song coming after it or whatever it was, and no one ever said this is Drake. Well, 3 years later, I'm like, everybody's, Drake is blowing up at this point. I mean, blowing up. And it's just like, okay. But my knowingly my exposure to him was that Sprite commercial he did, which was amazing. I was like, oh, that's Drake. Okay. So I associated that spit with who he was, which
There are
is
two Drakes. There's mixtape Drake that happened at the beginning when
Okay.
people and that guy was an incredible rapper.
okay.
And then there was Lazy Drake, which
Okay.
is, hey man, why spend time on thinking about my bars and lyrics and artistic integrity when I can just kind of drag sing really flat about some depressing topic
Yeah.
and it'd be a hit.
He went
Okay.
for that.
Well, I promise you that's what happened because when I
Yeah.
figured out that we made it to the top, now we're here, that was Drake. I was like instantly turned off because what I saw in the Sprite commercial is not what I heard on the radio. And I'm like, ill. I'm not ever listening to this.
Mixtape Drake was awesome.
Okay.
No,
But every
mixtape Drake was
every
awesome.
record that would come out, subsequent record that would come out, I tried to give it a chance, and it was the same thing. And then he added a house beat to it, and it got worse. And I was like, you know what, I'm good. I'm good.
He's one of the guys that you listen to on somebody else's track, and he sounds awesome. Like that Pop That joint with French Montana. He spit some of the best 16 bars I've ever heard from him. But then he went back to the Ja Rule school of rapping and started singing again, and I just can't fuck with that. Like the fact, dude,
Two different Drakes, man. They're two
pay
different
somebody to
Drakes.
sing. That's why you pay motherfuckers to sing. Like, really, your greedy ass just didn't want to pay nobody to sing, and then you got people out here talking about what was that dumbass song with the yellow video, him wearing some shit that looked stupid.
It doesn't matter. It was Drake.
Yeah, it was fucking terrible.
You either
So-
like Drake or you don't. He's
definitely on all three of our
there's
lists.
there's nobody on the fence when it comes to Drake. You either
Nope.
like Drake or you
don't like
don't.
Yeah.
And see, and then we got to read this shit. Like, the
I mean, and
mediocre-
he's right though. When you
Yeah.
put Drake on a feature, when other people are really rapping, he's actually pretty good.
That's what you just finished saying, Ruben. Why
Yeah.
is it crap?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I read it the wrong way.
You really did. I'm
I
like, bro,
read
you just said that.
And thank you, Hotline Bling. Yes, that video was dumb as fuck. The best video he's ever done was the one he wasn't in with that
Justin Bieber
Khaled
come in.
and Justin Bieber should have just been like, "Can I just take this song?" Because he was awesome in the video, but I don't like listen to it. I watch the video all day. I won't listen to that goddamn song now because Drake sucks all day. But honestly,
Very good. He's
Very
not
good
wrong.
word.
It's a
I
good
don't know
one.
if it's his best one.
Yeah, it's not.
but-
It's a good one.
I ain't turning it off. Let me see. Let's see. Oh man, everybody got something to say about Drake. He's just wheelchair
Wheelchair
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Why do we? I always have to go back to Wheelchair Jimmy. I'm like, he will never live.
Never.
Never.
That's it. That's it.
How long did he do that role? Like 4 years?
Yeah,
4 seasons of that
in
show?
Degrassi, he ended up dying or something. In it.
Okay.
In that role anyway, because he had the first 2 seasons he played basketball, and then in the second season he broke his leg and he couldn't walk no more. Some shit, I don't know. But yeah, wheelchair. That's what they call him in school, Wheelchair Jimmy. Which at this point in time, if that shit came out now,
Yeah,
oh man, that shit would be canceled.
absolutely.
Wheelchair Jimmy. God damn it.
By the way, Black Morticia Adams, I've never heard Jennifer Lopez. Have you ever heard that before?
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
she likes Jennifer Lopez.
Yes, I have.
Oh my. That's hard.
That's cold.
And just a lead in, that was absolutely the next person I was about to say. Before I even saw her comment, I was like, absolutely, it was Jennifer Lopez.
Okay.
I don't know if there is a more overrated female pop star than Jennifer Lopez. She didn't contribute writing to anything. She's a mediocre at best vocalist. All of her pop songs that really did well either had featured artists or it just didn't do anything. I mean, her fan base came from her being an actress more so than her being an artist. And that's fair or unfair. That's just what it is. But
Yeah.
mediocre vocalist, never had a really, really good song. I mean, Jenny from the Block, just knowing that song was made.
And she had the locks in it to make it hard.
Yeah, Jennifer Lopez was definitely one of the artists I'd be like, just completely overrated. When they had the audacity to have what was it, J-Lo and Shakira on a halftime performance, I'm just like, oh my God, has there ever been a bigger collection of mediocrity than this?
Wow, he took shots at Shakira. Woo.
Hold on. I will give Shakira a better artist than J-Lo, but
Oh yeah, definitely.
at the same time, I think she's pretty
Whatever,
overrated too.
whatever.
I don't know a lot about her. I just was like, yeah, well, she does fit in the category. She does sell a lot.
Yeah.
So just saying.
Yeah, so go ahead, Ruben. Hit us with another hating ass artist.
So you're so terrible. But I'm gonna go from one pop star to another. Let's be real, man. Britney Spears, kind of overrated. Her singing skills were questionable at best. And
Did she ever want to be anything like she? I don't think she was ever touted as anybody that was super talented at any one thing.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Britney Spears' earlier stuff is garbage. Like, but then again,
it was teeny
that's
pop. It was
yeah,
teeny pop.
Yeah,
Not
you
for
know,
you.
you're right. It was not for me. However, I will give her small credit on certain things. Like when she came out with that club album, the shit kind of bang.
And see, that's what I was about to say. It's like, yo, can we say she overrated when I mean, how many childhood teeny poppers actually do make a successful adult album that you can make that statement about where you just said it kind of bangs and
Yeah,
then
but there's one
you
adult
still gonna call her overrated.
because man, here's the thing. Like she makes that one album so that you know that absolves all the other shit that she
But
came out with.
you also acknowledge that the earlier stuff wasn't for you anyway.
That,
It was
just because
teeny popper stuff. But
just because it wasn't for me, that doesn't mean it was good.
Kind of was.
for the
I mean,
time, it actually was good.
Alright.
When you talk about the
maybe
genre
one
of
more
time,
time. You can't unhear that. Just
I
saying.
mean, well, you can't hear hit anymore because they took it out. If you haven't noticed, it's just baby one more time. Like even in the song, they took the hit out of it, which should have never been in it in the first place. But that was a different time, different place. You know.
I'm just saying it's still catchy. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, it's catchy, but that doesn't mean it's good. There's a lot of catchy music out here, but it ain't good.
man, we just really gotta define what this overrated thing is. Like,
I think you are entertaining, Ruben. You are entertaining.
I don't understand. Like, all right, man.
basically, you should have been like, pick 5 artists that you hate.
But I don't hate.
Pick 5 artists to hate on.
I don't hate Britney Spears. I just think
artists to hate on.
I'm just saying, man. All I'm saying is, if you're gonna do things like almost go diamond, like you should have some ability.
But the mere fact that she almost went diamond almost makes it impossible for you to say she's overrated.
Well, actually,
she's got a song called "Overrated." Go figure.
I think Ruben, I think you just set the tone for yourself when you started out. But I understand about the Britney Spears thing because that's kind of like the Kiss thing. It's like y'all saw all these records and I only like 5 or 6 songs you got for real.
In that sense, I'll say because she does have a pretty big discography, and I really can't think of but like 2 or 3 that are any good. And I'm talking about tracks. I'm not even talking about albums. I'm talking about tracks.
Well, all the tracks on that club album weren't the greatest, but there are a couple where it's like, yeah, that's kind of a banger. I mean, you know, but then again, maybe that's because she grew up and whatever, but that didn't absolve her for all the garbage that she put out earlier. Because I mean, I'm not saying that the bitch is Mariah Carey, because she ain't. But I mean, I don't even think she's Left Eye. And that's all.
Ouch! First of all, Left Eye was not a singer.
Exactly.
Ouch, bro. Okay. All right.
That's my point.
Actually, I really like what Black Morticia Adams said. You need to put that on the board.
Which one? This one?
The next one.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. Britney Spears had my beach towel up, wrap it around my body, pretending it was a python while I was dancing. That's hilarious. Hey man, she touched people, bro.
And not only that, like Britney Spears did have a major contribution to music, because if it weren't for Britney Spears, we might not have ever got that fire ass Justin Timberlake album.
True.
That's very true.
True. I mean,
that song by itself
swifted on that one.
That song by itself was fire.
That might be one.
That's a top 5 fire track.
We got Justin Timberlake and Timberland in the studio together for a whole album, almost on the strength of the fact that Britney Spears existed. Right there, that makes her properly rated.
He's speaking some truth to you right now,
I'm
buddy.
just saying.
You talking about a heartbroken dude?
God damn. So we giving them positive ratings because they help create somebody else's album.
Ripple effect, sir.
Ripple effect, baby.
I'll be okay. I'm not gonna stand in that way. All right, AG, what you got?
Sex Pistols. I will say that they gave punk, like they had perfect timing with what they were doing. I don't particularly think they did it well, but they were the only ones out there doing it, and they had one huge hit or 2 that became anthems, and but going forward, I just can't. I mean, I don't know, just can't. So for me, if you're saying that the two songs that I'm talking about were dope, then I agree. But if you're saying the Sex Pistols are more than that, no, I can't go there. So
Didn't they start a generation?
I said that. So
I mean, yeah,
like I said before, when they came out, they were a handful of bands that were doing that, and they're the ones that broke out of the local UK scene, punk scene, and they went mainstream, and they made punk mainstream, which, depending on who you talk to, was good or bad. That I do credit them with in a big way, almost single-handedly. The songs they did were good from a punk perspective until everybody else started doing it better. So I'm not mad at them for that, but what I'm saying is, if you take it further than that, then I'm like, no, you're barking up the wrong tree. You're barking up the wrong tree. So I would say Sex Pistols.
Okay.
It's a narrow definition, but I will say the Sex Pistols.
IMOB.
This might be a controversial one here. So,
Oh,
Shocker.
no, I'm not usually the controversial guy here, but
oh wow, that's lying.
Mariah-
Is that what we're doing now, bro? You are the most controversial person ever.
I mean, when we do these
entertaining.
lists, I don't feel like I'm the most controversial. Like,
Oh well, that's true.
That's usually me.
so here it is, Mariah Carey.
Well, how so?
Think she's one of the most overrated artists ever. And now, I won't take away her contribution, but if you really pull out her discography, you will realize that something really, really amazing happened. Like her first album and her second album, full of awards. And then she's got like 5 other albums that you don't know anything about. Like, you might be able to remember a single or two, because what she did was had a formula which she would always get a featured artist, some rapper that was the hottest rapper at the time, to do a track with her. But honestly, man, Mariah Carey has not really contributed much to the musical genre past like 90 something, except if you count this Christmas song that plays every fucking year,
I was gonna
that
say,
she makes billions off of.
yeah,
Every year,
bro.
And
She
I
ain't
will,
came
I,
out
will-
with a new
I, will-
song
I,
in a
will,
decade.
I will give her shine on that. But when you talk about somebody that we easily put in female R&B diva status, when you talk about the other R&B divas that are in that category with her that we compare her to, and we talk about the Whitney Houstons, the Patti LaBelles, the now Beyonce's, put their discographies up beside hers, and you'll be like, one of these does not look like the other.
He's not wrong. He stated his case. He's not wrong. I mean, however you feel about Beyonce.
I mean, in the last 15 years, the most relevant thing she's did is had kids with Nick Cannon. And boom, rest the case.
He's not wrong there either.
So there are 2 Mariah Careys, just like there are 2 Drakes. That was Mariah Carey, BT, and Mariah Carey, AT. That's before titties and after titties. Because nobody really talks about it.
Well, the before titties Mariah Carey was the only one making music.
Exactly.
She was remember.
She had 10 number 1 hits.
And once again, when I say overrated, I don't mean that she doesn't deserve all the credit for those tracks, but we put her in like lifelong diva statuses. When we talk about those R&B female legends who are lifelong divas, they put out albums over multiple decades that are relevant.
She ain't put out
Mariah Carey
like
did not do that. Mariah Carey had a really, really, really high ceiling, and then that floor happened quick.
Well, I mean, but
then she just started trying to sell sexy. And look, don't get me wrong,
she didn't fail.
Selling sexy can extend you, it can help, but
that was funny.
She but selling sexy is not, does not make me say you're one of the greatest female R&B artists ever. Like, I wouldn't put her, I don't know if I could put Mariah Carey in the top 10 of that. And when you talk about the diva status that people give her, I feel like you got to be top 10 to get that status, but we give her that status and she ain't in top 10. Now, don't get me wrong, she got the most annoying Christmas banger of all time. I will give,
bro.
I will.
I fucking hate
Love
Christmas
that
music,
song, man.
Okay,
Underrated.
AG.
What?
I
man.
am okay with you saying you love it.
You.
You did not have 2 daughters because little girls during Christmas wanted to play that song over and over and over again. I'm not saying it's not a good song. I'm not saying it's not amazingly catchy. I'm not saying she don't deserve her flowers for that song. I'm just saying after I've heard it 56 times in one day, fuck that song.
Oh my god.
That's the intro. You was right, Ruben.
That's what I said, man.
That song.
Just wait. Just wait. Somebody is gonna give you something.
Woo! Oh man, it was hilarious. Oh.
Oh my god. Jesus.
You goddamn right.
In my mind.
Temptations in my mind, aka
Silent
Silent
Night.
Night. In my mind.
I just want to be free. Why does he sound like? I mean,
Well,
First
it's
of all,
no
Ruben,
legal
don't-
spiritual. That's all it is to me. That,
Exactly. I'm about to say, Ruben, don't you go trying to hate on that.
I'm not.
That-
I'm
You
that-
gonna
not.
find,
that
a
is a-
reason. You gonna find a reason.
Yeah, nah, bro.
not.
That she's
not.
right.
I
When
mean-
you hear in my mind, 'tis the season.
I just hate Christmas music. I can't wait till
I
Christmas.
can't wait until Christmas.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I gotta distract y'all. Side note: so I was in Atlanta the other week, and I had a Uber driver, and H Town Knocking Boots came on, and I was talking to him, and I was just like, and I was actually having a conversation with him. I'm like, bro, you playing all these old R&B? He said, yeah, I don't mess with these young boys' music. I was like, bro, you know, there's a Christmas version of this song, right? And he was
Shut
like,
the fuck up.
he was like, stop it. Stop it.
You know, there are a lot of things in my life I wish I didn't know. That is one of them.
Hey, bro, I feel
But I
like
can't-
it's my duty every year to spread that to everybody
Please.
else. Somebody
Because-
else got to know.
Because if I gotta fucking know about it, everybody gotta fucking know about it. That shit's terrible, man.
For something that you don't like, you talk about it quite often.
Because it's horrible. Because sometimes you got horrible's gonna live on, but it only lives on right if everybody knows it's horrible.
Here's the thing, AG. I'm not even so mad at the song being horrible. I just feel like everybody should know that. Like I feel like it's one of those things that it's so awful that it's like, you know, back in the day when you was a kid and something smelled bad, you wanted somebody else to smell it too.
Damn straight.
Like
Damn straight. If I have to listen to this once in my life,
Oh.
your ass gonna listen to it at least once in your life, so you can feel all the pain I feel.
Oh
And
man.
it's just like, I mean, because
thank you, Uncle Luke.
I mean, no, don't be doing that shit to Uncle Luke, man.
I mean, it was on his Uncle Luke Christmas
Just
album,
because- man,
and he
what,
asked him to
man?
do it.
God damn
So
it.
I'm gonna say thank you, Uncle Luke.
I
'Cause
saw his
remember when y'all
biography.
mentioned that, the first time I heard it, I was like, "This is real. This is really happening right now."
Sorry, I didn't mean to sidetrack it, but yeah, I just thought about it when
The
you said that
worst
it was
shit
Christmas.
ever.
Like
I fucking hate Christmas.
that's also
music,
when I
man.
know it's Christmas, when I spread that joy to someone else by letting them know that song exists. That's like my Christmas gift every year. I pay it for. I pay it for.
Pay it for.
Because you can't unhear that shit.
Are you paying
just
it for it, or are you
can't
spreading
unhear
the
it.
disease? Which one is it?
I mean, pick
Doesn't
your
really
poison.
matter.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Disease.
Black
It's the
boots.
virus, and all viruses want to do is survive. So I'm just helping that virus survive, baby.
Body rocking, knocking in boots at Christmas. It's like, are you shitting me right here?
No.
It's like the
At Christmas.
worst. Like if like
Hey, come
if
on,
you-
Ruben. You gotta start getting us off track, man.
Fuck
What's
that,
your
man.
next
It's your
over?
fault. God damn it. Fucking hate that song, man.
What's the next overrated artist, man?
Shit.
Or
is
the next
last
artist you
one
want to
because-
hate on?
This is the last one because we all hate Drake. So I've been thinking long and hard, man. And I'm gonna say it, man. Yo, man. Even though this person does have some songs that are catchy, overall, I'm not. I'm just not. And it's the worst. Fucking Taylor Swift, man. Like, I know I know every little white girl out there is so mad right now.
You give it a slow clap.
But she is so old. She ain't that goddamn great, man. She just ain't.
You're right. You're right.
She ain't. And it's just
The sales are never gonna say that,
no.
but she's not.
No. I mean, like, honestly, no bullshit. The shit she came out when she came out when she was 15 is better than the crap that she's coming out with now. And it's just like, can you just remake your 15-year-old songs? I mean, for God's sakes, like that shit's better than this. At least it had like feelings and shit, like not the crap that comes out. Man, fuck that song, man. Fuck. I mean, and now they're talking about this chick is shutting down football games. Like, really? Get the fuck out of here,
She
man.
kind of is. I'm just saying.
If I'm a parent, and if I was a parent and my daughter loved Taylor, I'm gonna watch football because fucking Taylor Swift. I'm gonna look at her and be like, "That's great, daddy-daughter time," but you shouldn't be watching this because of that. But I understand what you do. I mean,
I'm just saying. I mean, people that don't like basketball watch basketball because Michael Jordan was playing it. Just saying, it's the same effect.
really?
Yes. Everybody that's a Jordan fan isn't a basketball fan.
Yeah, and it's like, and talk about lazy ass people. Man. First of all, can I thank both of y'all for right now? I want to thank y'all for allowing this show to happen during Sunday Night Football, because Chris Conworth's bitch ass is probably talking about that shit as we speak. And I don't need
Kelsey's got Taylor Swift in the stands.
yo, man. Fuck
Y'all are so mean.
that. Fuck him.
I mean, but why
Bro.
how come every time he goes to make a point, it sounds like he's buffering?
That was good. That was good. That was good.
Oh, man.
When Kelsey sees a cover one, he's got Kelsey in.
This chick has literally taken over the NFL.
Yes. But
And
the
I'm just
NFL's loving
like,
it because more people are watching that aren't football
man,
fans.
whatever. Fuck.
I'm just saying. It's the truth.
I mean, you probably, yeah, fuck it. Whatever. AG, I can't talk about that bitch no more.
Wow. Okay.
No, I'm just saying, man. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's
Well,
like,
you kind of are, man.
It kind of was. It kind of was.
I apologize, Swifties. I did not mean to call her.
Oh, they're coming for
female
you.
dog.
They're listening. They're
I
coming
mean,
for you.
so what? That means you
The
listen to the show.
only other mob that's more powerful than that is a beehive. So just you might want to be careful, sir.
First of all, never will I talk about B.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to get shot.
I'm just saying she's second in command. I'm just telling you right now.
I mean, black people will disown you for talking about her.
Hey, okay.
I mean, I'm not saying she's overrated.
Okay, like I said earlier, you've been warned.
Yep. AG, your last one.
Oasis is overrated.
Yeah, they only got one song. They got two songs.
Well, it's not even that they.
No,
only
they
have
they actually do have more albums. They just didn't get a lot of American popularity.
And the reason I say they're overrated is because before they even came out with a record, they touted them as the new Beatles. And
which I never understood because only two of them, right?
I realize that, but they're just saying like Lennon McCartney type. That's the comparison because they're two brothers that write together. But then they came out and it's just like, this is Oasis. No, sir, this is not the Beatles. The songs are great, but you're supposed to be the next Beatles and you're not.
Yeah, they failed it.
They did write a lot of songs for other people that
they did. They're great. They're great. Songwriters.
Yeah. So as writers, they've made their money.
Sure, I agree. But Oasis as a band, nah, I'm good.
Anybody want to touch this?
So is Beyonce overrated? Asking for a friend.
Anybody want to touch that?
They coming to get you,
I have no problem touching this. Beyonce is overrated. However, not overrated because she lacks talent or because she's not really the most impactful artist of our generation. She's just overrated because, like, you should be able to say something about anyone without random people attacking you because you don't like a single song that she makes. Like,
same thing about the Swifties.
Yeah, like Beyonce can make a song and I can be like, I don't really think that song's that good. And people will come to murder your children
Yes.
because you've said that a Beyonce song isn't in your catalog. You don't even have to say anything bad about the song. You can just be like, nah, I don't really care for the song. And they will hunt your peoples down.
Peoples. Yes. He's not wrong. He is not wrong. So if you
So in that sense, she's overrated because, she's not a god. So we shouldn't worship her.
Well, depends.
That's the sense of overrated.
Depends on who you
That depends
ask.
on who you talk to.
Well, I don't care what any of those people think. Beyonce is not a god.
Hide your children.
She'll be having
now she easily is the most impactful. I would probably say the most impactful artist of the last 20 years. I would even just say limited to female. I wouldn't limit it to her genre. I would say she's probably the most impactful artist of the last 20 years.
Hot take. Someone told me that Partition was her last hot track. I didn't say that though. I just was repeating what I heard. I want K-Biako's 25 cop to all these things that he said.
Hey, K-Biako, I wouldn't even repeat that. The messenger can get shot.
For real. Usually he does.
Can I say I don't know what that song is?
It's okay.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that out loud though. Just anytime it's a Beyonce song, just say, "Oh yeah, that song's hot."
I've never heard I've never really heard the Lemonade song. I've just heard about it.
Just say, "Hey, that's not." Just say, "Hey,
good hair."
Just say, "Hey, that was hot," and just keep moving.
Say it was hot. All right, Moby, what's your last one? I'm taking your advice. I'm moving on.
All right, it's a tie. It's a tie because and the reason I say it's a tie because there's an artist that y'all might not even know, and it's I never know if I'm saying his name right. The XX Tentacion. Like, I think he's so overrated, and this is gonna sound cold-hearted and cruel, but you shouldn't be considered a genius just because you died.
True that.
Like, I listened
his name again.
XXX Tentacion.
I know I've heard of who you're talking about. I don't know anything they've ever done.
And see, I've heard tracks he's done, and I'm just like, I get it. He's dead, so y'all want to big him up, but
that's the same thing like Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke's passed away, and now like
at least I knew a song by Pop Smoke that was on the radio that was hot.
I heard a song he did one with Dua Lipa, and I was like,
yeah. So
I wasn't excited.
So I'm just like, you shouldn't,
Don't speak ill of the dead, but still.
I'm not speaking ill of him.
I'm just saying.
I don't think you should get, uplifted just because you died. But the real artist I want to say is 50 Cent.
I mean,
once again, they're two different 50 Cent. There's mixtape 50 Cent that got big by making mixtapes every goddamn 2 weeks on Dat Piff. That got him really hot, and that's how he got signed. That dude was a monster.
Is that before or after he got shot?
It's still after he got
shot. All this.
It was still after he got shot.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
He made a song, "Rob the Industry." I think that was before he got shot, and then he got shot. But as an artist overall, like after In the Club, like I Get Money is the only song I remember that he made.
That remix is dope as hell.
Once again, hot track, but people like, man, 50 Cent. I'm like, he was hot for an album, and that was all media driven. That album is so overrated. That album is so overrated. Like, does it have some good songs on it? Yeah, but that's a marketing creation. Like, it was just everybody was excited that Dre was making beats for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, every track, he basically focused on the fact that he got shot 9 times. And I'm sorry, 50 Cent's overrated.
Okay.
Is he a solid rapper? Sure. Is he a good rapper? Yeah. Has he had a great career? Absolutely. He ain't top 50. I mean, I don't think he's top. I don't think he's top 50.
No pun intended.
Oh, that's funny. So I hear you, man. So I'm gonna put this up here. Beyonce got them clowns out here, Mr. Bill payments. Yo, $170 for a goddamn bill pay for a goddamn song, concert,
Bro,
man.
do you
That's
know
not the worst I've heard. That's not because I heard somebody
they
spending
got
their daughters.
overflows?
Huh?
They got overflows for the concert where there's seating in the arena that you can't see. You're not going to be able to see the stage, but you can listen to it and be in the arena.
That's called being at home on the radio. If I can't see the artist,
Hey, I wish I could make this shit up.
they got an overflow. They don't
It's
even have a monitor, a
they got-
TV monitor in
Like
there.
maybe it's like the overflow, like in the church where you show up late and they put
I
you in that
hope so.
old building. They got the TV there, and they still bring that collection plate around, even though you ain't even in the building. It's like, how I'm gonna pay the building fund for the building I ain't in?
We got an overflow at my church. It's downstairs, and they open up the joint so you can see the preacher from the side. It's shit. It
Man,
is
put a
like,
monitor in there, man.
hey man, I don't be running that. I mean, crazy people go to the base show. Come on, that lock stage.
Or that eviction notice.
All right. So, wow. As soon as 50 learned to open his mouth and not rap through his teeth, he became fine.
Ouch.
That's cold.
Y'all are cold blooded, man.
She said it, and I agree with it.
21 Savage, bruh. He was hot. He was the next 5 on the list, man.
Hold on. 21.
Oh, shut the fuck up, man. I hate that shit, man.
Hold up. Here's the thing about 21 Savage.
Oh God.
I'm simply gonna say I can understand people not liking them, but I'm also a fan of any artist that does a really good job of staying in their lane. And 21 Savage don't be trying to do other shit. He's like, I'm gonna stay in my lane. I throw these ad libs. I have these random catchy bars, and that's it. That's what I do. I can appreciate that. 21 Savage is basically 2020's Gucci Mane. Yeah, I said it. He's a 2020 Gucci Mane.
Somebody knock on his door. I said it. What?
Because in the early 2000s, all you heard was the Gucci Mane. Gucci. What damn? All the ad libs. What damn? Like, I didn't say he was copying. I said he's the 2020s Gucci Mane. I feel like that's a fair assessment. Gucci was well more known for his ad libs than his bars. Like, a lot of people can't quote a single Gucci Mane bar, but you know a Gucci Mane ad lib when you hear it.
Oh shit! All right, awesome.
He said, "Yeah, I said it."
So I'm gonna drop this last one, this honorable mention, and then we're gonna go to the clip of the week. Honorable mention, just my opinion, and you can take it how you feel. Fuck, I just forgot it.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, really, I forgot. I seriously,
Fill in the blank.
God damn it. I can't remember. Oh God.
Yeah, motherfuck Elvis and John Wayne.
Oh fuck it. I let Maldry drop it too, man. Well, since you don't remember, we will move.
It's all right. I threw in a Flavor Flav ad lib for you, so we good.
I appreciate that. I do appreciate it. I know what that was. I was just trying to think about it so I couldn't properly show the love for that. Because big up the Flavor Flav, man. Big up the Flavor Flav. All right.
Do we have to big him up?
I mean, yeah, we kind of said a funny ass line from him, so we kind of got to do that.
Yeah, don't you got to big him up. He just,
not like he listening. All right, so clip of the week. It's a clip. It's about this dude dissing chicks. It's pretty funny, and then we'll get to this clip.
Wait, he says a dude dissing chicks.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna get on out of here.
No, it's not a clip of you, Moby. All right. So.
Hey, I thought you look kind of fire, so I was trying to see if I can take you out.
Oh, sorry, I'm not interested.
Are you serious, my brother?
You said I was talking to you. I was talking to her.
Oh! Do you not think I'm beautiful?
No.
Embarrassing.
Do you think I can grab those digits?
Yeah. Wow, rejected. Oh, shit like
Hey.
Go away. Can't be seen talking to you. I'm not waiting for you.
Are you serious, my brother?
You remind me of the end piece of a loaf of bread.
Why?
Because everybody touches you, but nobody wants you.
Ow.
Hey, do you know how to get to Ralph's?
Boy, you know you're not my type. You're a little too dusty.
Too dusty. I was just trying to ask for directions. Like.
Come on, boy. It's 2023.
Are you serious, my brother?
Take this.
Why did you give me a plan B?
That's not for you. That's for your mum. I just want to make sure she doesn't have any more accidents. I'm valid now, yeah?
I'm sorry. That was hard.
You know what to do with this.
She want me. She want me.
Hey.
Excuse me? Don't talk to me. You're too ugly.
I was just giving away free gifts to people.
Oh, that's actually kind of nice.
Here's your one.
Oh, thank you. There's nothing in it.
Oh, because you're worthless.
I saw AG cracking out on a couple of them.
I do. I saw that. I like that. I like that one about the bread.
That bread joke was solid.
Like, ouch, man. That's ouch.
That's not a lie.
Soul.
Nobody eats the last piece of goddamn bread, man.
And that one at the beginning was funny too, because it's like, ooh, he wasn't even talking to you. And then she had her to say, "You don't think I'm like, you just said you weren't even interested in this dude."
F you. That plan B one was straight.
Yeah.
Savage. That was savage.
It's for your mom. I just want to make sure she don't have any more mistakes.
Kevin said that plan B was savage.
Savage.
Oh my God. Yeah, that joke was hilarious. Let me see. Real quick. Big at my neighbor was having marital problems because he brought her friend, two friends tickets to one of the out of country shows. He'd be telling me and I'd be listening. What? Hold on, man. She bought her two friends tickets. Damn, I wonder how much the motherfuckers cost.
I wonder if they paid for the plane tickets out of the country too.
I mean, I wonder how much money. Damn. I wonder how much money she took out the family account.
Wow.
I saw a meme where the woman was mad because he wouldn't spend money to buy them tickets to Beyonce, and she was just throwing a attention tantrum, man. I was like, but babe, he's like, we got a house. We're not spending money for the house, but we'll get that back. We'll work extra shifts. He's like, I ain't working extra nothing. I was weak.
They ain't working extra.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
So
you are like the end piece on the loaf of bread.
Yeah,
everybody touches you, but no one wants you. Oh.
Yes. Oh, that was rough.
Oh man, that was oof. But that plan B was savage though. That was pretty savage.
She picked out a country one because they got some creeping for show. He should be worried.
Wow. Not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, man. I guess Moby had to go pee. So, what's on your mind, AG?
Man, I had a good week, man.
I mean, you're dry humping your wife, and
you just can't beat that, bro. I'm just saying, and she didn't even know.
I mean, you can beat that, but you
can, but no, man. I just want to let people know. You got Ford Motor Company on strike. You have people in Congress and the Senate trying to pass all sorts of bills that are shrinking the middle class even more. You have people that are middle class talking about people that are trying to get theirs like they don't deserve it. All these things in this country right now and in the world, really, because really we're talking about human behavior. It's like, man, if you own anything or you are responsible for people in a financial way, if you want to get along in life, you have to pay these people what they're worth. You can't continue to be so selfish that you think that you can bleed them dry and not return something to them so they can keep working or whatever it is. You can't expect to do well in your life by being greedy. So just stop. And people that are on the same level telling other people they don't deserve what they're making, please find some way to sit down. Because everybody deserves a living wage. If you work a job and you have value, then you get paid for it. but don't gaslight somebody and pretend like they don't deserve to get paid. Meanwhile, you're making millions of dollars. So, just like my mom always taught me, and she's 100% right. You get what you pay for. You're not going to be able to do this for free. You get what you pay for. So, that's what's on my mind.
So, and yeah, man, like those people who say things like these people don't deserve the money and whatever. There's a cliff you can walk off of. I mean, because like to me, I think it's sad that it's still going on. Because let's be real, that wage that they're getting right now, damn sure ain't good enough to be paid. And it ain't good enough. But you know what? They're willing to sacrifice damn near everything to get some appreciation for what they do. And at the very least, after the concessions they gave you 13 years ago, at the very least, you should give them that. And like, you know, that just all that proves is, you know what, you're really just burning that bridge strong. Because next time, everybody, well, what's gonna happen? What if people stop buying cars? And they're gonna be like, hey, can y'all help us out? And they're gonna be like, bitch, please. After the way y'all treated us, man, go kick rocks. And they should. And it's really about this is the last time I'm gonna say it, man. But yo, man, if you gotta get that oil change or get your car fixed, you might want to do that shit now. Because if you wait another 2 weeks or a month, your shit could be broke. It ain't gonna be nothing nobody can do about it. Because they running out of parts. They running out of shit. And so, soon you're not gonna get an oil change because that casing that they put that filter, yeah, they stopped making that shit. And then your shit get locked up. So yeah, I'm just saying, y'all better start paying these people. Stop playing. Stop playing. So back to the base story. They got 3 kids and 1 special needs, and the woman paid for everything. Bruh, like that's awesome you got that kind of cash, but did your friends put in? I mean, your friends didn't put in. Like, what the fuck? You paid for them too? And Kate Yakko's like, she ain't coming back after the show. She could be straight space ghost. And yes, Kate Yakko, you're old. So, what's on your mind, Moby? Tales of the Gridiron? Tales of the Gridiron?
God, calm down, baby. Like, hey, hold on. Like, damn, hold on. Like,
Oh boy,
I got 2 things on my mind. One gonna be quick, and I guess it's Tales from the Gridiron, as you say. It's gonna be quick.
Awesome.
So, if you have a kid that plays youth sports, and you are so emotionally fragile that you can't stand to see your kid get their ass whooped, don't let them come out. Just don't let them play. So our organization got fined for running the score up on somebody. So the Prince George game didn't make it to the 4th quarter because they quit in the 3rd quarter. And this is the seniors, not my team. The seniors. It was 52. It was 52-0.
And they quit.
And then they complained to the Chesterfield organization that we were running up the score, and they fined our organization for running up the score. Now, the idea of running up the score, first of all, is very subjective. I mean, I guess there's some things that you could point out to say are glaring to see if somebody's running up the score. Like, let's say our best player had like 7 touchdowns. All right, maybe we run it up the score. Or let's say we still throwing the ball down the field. All right, maybe we run it up the score. We had 7 different kids score touchdowns. We had our 3rd string defense on the field, but we were running up the score. And then they said, when you're up by 30, you should just take a knee. How disrespectful is that to the other people? First of all, I'm whooping your ass so much, I don't even want to play no more.
That's exactly right. Exactly.
And then second of all, we telling our backups who don't necessarily get in the game a lot, hey, we're gonna put you in the game. but you can't play football.
You can't play football.
Can't play football. You know what I'm saying? You got. So I got a new strategy. I told our organization, I said, hey, if we ever whooping the organization's ass that much again, we're gonna punt the ball on first down. And then we're gonna just keep blitzing. Like we just gonna try to take people out. And then when somebody says it's like, look, we can either get a touchdown or a safety. Either way, we're gonna score. So I mean, either you want to lose all your players, or you're gonna let us keep playing football and just take an ass whooping. Like, just it's okay. Take a L. Your team ain't good. Like, look, I'm not for running up the score. If I thought, hey, we're running halfback dives that are going for 60 yards. What the fuck are we supposed to do?
Stop at the one.
And that's the thing. I said that's what we should do. We should have ran the ball, stopped at the one,
Kick the field goal.
took a knee 4 straight times, gave them the ball to one, blitzed everybody, got a safety, rinse and repeat. Just keep doing the shit over and over again.
Just getting 2 points.
So yeah,
They just found something to get upset about with that too.
If you're so emotionally fragile that you can't see your kid take a L, don't bring him out. Just don't bring him out.
So I would like to say for the Prince George people, from the illustrious group of Full Force, I smell pussy.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
I mean, they took blanks. They got, I think every organization shut them out too. Like we won 26-0. Then the seniors thought they would double us by going 52-0.
I mean,
we were just leveling up because the minors won 13-0.
You so dumb.
26-0,
So
and then
dumb.
seniors won 52-0. They lucky we ain't got more teams. That's what really is. Like we ain't got more teams. But that's not what's really on my mind. I just wanted to get that out of my way. Like if your kid's gonna play sports, let them take dubs and L's, man. Like you learn from them ass whoopings, man. You know what? Sometimes you learn we suck.
So before you go to your next one, Moby, I'd like to thank Blank Morticia Adams. She understands how I feel about Tales of the Gridiron. Because Tales of the Gridiron is near and dear to our hearts. Because that shit be funny as fuck, man. I feel bad. No, I don't. Laugh at these kids.
You're really laughing at the parents, by the way.
That too, because they're just as bad. Tell the kids to water down their talents because some of their kids are trash. I blame the motherfuckers that start giving out participation awards.
Hey man, I have been on that train
Trophies.
for a long time.
I've
been on that kick for a long time. But really, what it is, Black Mortician, it was really just white fragility. Because if Prince George would have put up that many points on us, and our black ass organization would have complained, they would have been like, "Well, they put their backups in. What do you want them to do?" But it's just something about the aesthetics, about a whole bunch of black people whooping white people's ass on the football field and injuring players damn near every play that just gives an aesthetic that they don't like.
So what are they
And
doing?
really what I want to say is like, hey, white people, this is your fault. And if you don't understand why, look, y'all bred black people to be bigger, faster, and stronger during slavery. You did this shit to yourselves.
Actually,
Wow.
technically, their ancestors did.
Wow.
You did this shit, not us.
So, to that, I'd like to say that's some cold-blooded shit, Shaft. All right, what's really on your mind?
What's really on my mind is social media influencers. Here's the thing. I fucking hate the world we live in right now. I'm about to be a bigger hater than Ruben for a minute because there's something near and dear to my heart that I can't fucking stand. And maybe a bit of it comes from being a sexist, but really it's just because I only see women doing it. So it's not a thing that because if I saw dudes doing it, I would hate it just as much. I don't like you social media influencers because I don't know what the fuck it is you actually think you do. So I can't go have a Sunday morning brunch with my family without having some mediocre chick with her phone on a tripod eating and with her friend talking to her followers. First of all, you're not a food influencer. I didn't call you a food influencer. I didn't call you a fashion influencer. I didn't call you a fashionista or whatever the fuck they call. You're a social media influencer, aka you're a chick that probably has half naked pictures on most of your profile pics. Like that's what you are. Like, and if you think for a second that the 350,000 followers you have are there because they want to fucking hear your opinion while you're eating brunch, you are fucking kidding yourself. We want to see you be half naked. Like you get just as many followers for half naked twerking videos, and we wouldn't have to listen to your dumbass opinion or how you talk about whatever happened last night or why didn't they just walk me to my table. Like I can't even fucking have brunch with my family without watching this six talk about things that I wouldn't even accept hearing from a 10.
You gave her a number.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
That was savage. He said a 6.
And here's the thing, 6, I ain't mad at you. Like, I ain't mad at your followers. I ain't mad at none of this. I'm mad that I can't have brunch without you talking about some random shit that nobody even on your page wants to hear. They just waiting for that next twerk video. They're waiting for you to try on your haul from the mall so they can see you undress and dress in some new half naked material. That's what they care about. And it's okay. I be on IG. I know what's out there. Like you are one of many. And that's okay. Make your money. Make your money. But don't ruin my brunch experience because you think somebody fucking cares what you think. That's it.
All right.
I felt that in my soul.
I know, right? Shit.
Ruining brunch and whatnot.
So, Moby, how was she? Moco Cowboy asked how she was.
What do you mean? How was she? How was she with it? I mean,
so what you're saying is show them Tigo bitties.
I'm saying if we're going to be honest with ourselves, yes, that's the only thing most people cared about. That, like, and look, she might have been the most thought-provoking, intriguing, interesting woman in all the land. However, at brunch, sitting at a table with your friend who's a lower number than you, with the camera facing y'all while y'all eating, is that really what any followers want to see? This wasn't you with a tripod in your room talking about whatever you want to talk about because maybe you feel like you have a voice. This was you being out in public trying to make a scene, and like you wanted all eyes on you, including your followers. And it's like, I could have done without seeing you, period. Like, no, like nothing impressive happened at that table aesthetically. Nothing. And then based on the chit chat and jibber jabber that I was hearing going on towards the camera, there was nothing that anybody on the World Wide Web could have gained from it either. So what are we doing?
But what's she a hussy?
We are on a podcast right now that maybe 5 or 6 people tune into weekly.
Six right now.
And see, here's the thing. I'm not saying we're special. I'm not saying important. But you know what I'm not doing? I'm not in Applebee's right now on a tripod talking loudly while up here acting as if influencers give a fuck about seeing me at Applebee's eat my steak with sirloin, my sirloin steak. Nobody cares.
Damn,
nobody cares.
This dude's flustered. He don't know what his fucking steak is.
Bro, like it's so annoying to see all of these women like not have career aspirations anymore. They just, like, my daughters are just like, I want to be a content creator. No, bitch, go to school.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
And now if the content you're creating is talking about, hey, I want to write, or like I wanna direct, I wanna do something on the screen or something. No, you're not a content creator because you have a fucking YouTube page and you have your shirt way down here and your titties are popping out, and that's not a content creator. That is soft porn.
And I would not allow that shit in my house.
Not in my house. Hey, you turn 18, do whatever you feel, but not here. We're not going to talk about content creators as a career aspiration in my motherfucking house.
You better take your ass to school. You better go look at a school.
You better get a trade. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying you got to go to college, but hey, content creator, no.
Oh God. Oh my God.
I want to be on a podcast like you, Dad. Sure, get a fucking job too.
Yo, you said, no bitch, go to school. Oh God.
That I can't. I don't even know what to say about that.
That shit was hilarious. That's
Oh
what
my
that's what I would say.
Okay.
I'm lost.
It's okay. I'm about to go live on my IG real quick. So go ahead.
Oh yeah, Mocha Cowboy. I mean, you know, 5 minute waterworks. Yeah. Shout out. Oh God, Concrete Crate was the pole.
I mean, that's the modern day. That's what it is.
Wow. All right, we talking about little chicks getting on the pole now. This is going the way that I did not expect it to go. But yeah. So thank you, Moby.
He said, "Thank you, Moby."
We know it's on your mind for real. So what's on my mind? Yo, man. We gotta do better. Somebody needs to.
I was thinking that the whole time at brunch today. We gotta do better. we gotta do better.
We gotta do better.
Yeah. So we gotta do better is everybody who is running against these douchebag people in Congress for re-election. I need for you to find out those 90 people, including that one punk ass Democrat, even though he said why he didn't vote for the thing to keep the government up. He said because we ain't had no Ukraine money. I feel you, whatever, but that's a dumbass thing. My personal opinion. But all these other 89 dumbass Republicans who didn't vote for to keep the company open, I need everybody in America to know who the fuck you are, and everybody take notice because guess what? These motherfuckers tried to cheat people out of money for their hard-earned work for however long the government was about to be shut down. Someone told me this weekend, you know what? The problem is these motherfuckers don't do a budget. So every year we gotta go through this dumbass shutdown shit. The threat of a shutdown. Yeah, how about y'all motherfuckers go do a budget like you're supposed to do? That's why we send your punk ass to DC to go do a budget and make America great, ha ha ha, or whatever the fuck you want to do. But why are we talking about a damn shutdown, man? Like ever? Just because y'all bitches ain't gonna get paid, how about the other millions of Americans who work for the government or who are in the military who y'all said, man, fuck y'all paycheck because we don't like that the government, we don't like that the military is spending money on people for sex changes, or we don't like that the military is spending money for abortions. Hey, guess what? Go fucking cry river in the river your fucking backyard that has 50 acres on it. Like, nobody cares. And Tuberville, please go fuck around and find some sort of life. You holding up all these military people from getting promotions and getting paid because you don't like the fact that the military is taking care of their own people. Guess what, motherfucker? You're not the head of the fucking military. You don't have rights to do shit, man. But I know your bitch ass is in Alabama and nobody's going to remove you because, well, you're right. They shouldn't do that. Hey, guess what, man? All y'all motherfuckers down there who vote for him, y'all can suck a dick too. Whether it's a man dick or woman dick, just suck a dick. Like, I don't even care. You know, let people do what they want. You are not God, jury, execution, any of that shit. Just because your punk ass little idea views feel a certain way, it is not your right nor your power to impress upon them or anybody else, unless they are your children, and that means you have legal right to do so. And then at 14, when they emancipate themselves for your dumb ass, and you mad because you ain't got no kid, and they out here on the street, you got to get a job and shit because your dumb ass feels a certain way. Look, I thought we put people in power to get shit done for the American people. I thought we did, but clearly we don't, because we got all these motherfuckers here deciding, you know what? Hey, us 10 people know what's good for America. Guess what? You don't. Because if you did, all your shit would get passed. How in the God's green earth you have the majority in the House and you can't pass shit? Oh, that's right. Because the Senate's going to be like, y'all bunch of dumb motherfuckers. No. I mean, come on, man. Like, we don't do a ton of politics on this show. But, really? Let's be real, people. We keep voting in these fucking idiots who are clearly not getting shit done. Can we vote some people to get some shit in? Get some shit done. You know? And don't let the Supreme Court do all your dirty work. Because you know what? Fuck them too. Especially Clarence Thomas' dumbass. He can go suck all the dicks in the world, including the fake ones. Because he ain't nothing but a punk ass bitch. That's right. Punk ass bitch. I can't say that enough about Clarence. Punk ass bitch Thomas. That's what I'm going to refer to him as. Clarence, punk ass bitch Thomas. Fuck him. Yeah, man. All I'm saying is, everybody keeps talking about making America great again. Yeah, how about y'all motherfuckers retire so we can? So we can just make it great or something. Just make it so dumbass people are not being dumbass people. But they look at your dumbass people up in Washington, so they continue to be dumbass people. I don't understand it. And I'm just sick of all this bullshit. So that's what's on my goddamn mind. You know? And yes, Black Letitia Adams, there's always music being played in the background of this podcast. Always.
You don't like my music? You don't like what's going on? What in the world?
Nah, she said she just never noticed it. Which means she like zoned me out. It was like, what's that music in the background? AKA, Ruben's talking too goddamn much, which means it's time to go. So, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to the show today. Hey, 197. 197. You know, we're getting close. It's gonna be awesome, and we're getting close. And I'd like to thank all y'all for being here for the ride, whether it's one episode or 197 episodes. Appreciate you. Also, I'd like to thank AGMOB for dealing with my crazy ass every week as much as possible. That's awesome. Once again, tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell somebody about this live show and podcast. Because, of course, you can get this show on the podcast, just in case you missed it, wherever you get your podcast. Like, subscribe. Hey, the cool thing, if you like, subscribe, you get a message saying, hey, we about to go live. You can see us on YouTube, Twitch, my Facebook page if you're cool. And if you're not, go to YouTube. And of course, Blackboard Teacher Adams' tonight's episode brought to you by Fuck Keith Sweat and Claire's bitch ass top. I like this episode. I might have to fuck around and make. No, I'm not gonna do that. But because I'm not gonna call these people out by name on the name of the damn episode. That's kind of foul. I'm not that foul yet. But once again, thank you for joining us. We will be back here next Sunday, Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Hey, once again, we thank all y'all for being here. Thank Moby and AG for being with us as well. And of course, as we always do, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Newsman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Newsman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of